Tú, pájaro, vivirás en los árboles y volarás por los aires. Alcanzarás la región de las nubes, rozarás la transparencia del cielo y no tendrás miedo de caer.
You, bird, you will live in the trees. You will fly through the air. You will reach the clouds while brushing against the transparency of the sky, and you will possess no fear of falling.
Who is a bird? Dr. Kezh will demonstrate with a nifty chart. Isn't that just nifty? Birds and humans can be classified using Linnaeus' system of binomial nomenclature. We all have a domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. We have much in common with birds. We are related. Let's just say that birds are distant cousins we would meet at our family reunion. Here is the taxonomy of a human, compared with the taxonomy of a bird. We should use the American crow. Crows were first classified by the big doctor himself, Carl Linnaeus, in 1758. Both humans and birds share the same domain, kingdom, and phylum, but birds branch off in class Avis because their characteristics differ. The question is, what makes them different? What makes a bird? And now, Dr. Kezh will compare and contrast a few characteristics of birds to humans. Some differences are obvious to the naked eye, such as feathers, beaks, and scales on their taloned feet. Other differences are more than skin or feather deep. The thing to remember about birds is that they can fly. Every characteristic chosen by nature during evolution is to support flight. We will focus on those items today. In the skeletal system, birds have wings, not hands. They have a special bone called a furculum, which is a fused clavicle. You know it as a wishbone. The sternum, or breastbone, is shaped like the front of a boat. It is called the keel. The pygostyle is an upturned, fused tailbone. The tail feathers, connected to the pygostyle, act as the bird's rudder for steering. Most importantly, bird bones are hollow. They must be lightweight in order to fly. Now we move on to vision. Birds have far superior vision, as if their eyes were binoculars. They have the biggest eyes of all animals. Most bird eyes are on the sides of their head. Owls, as the exception, have eyes in front, like humans. Birds have a nictitating membrane, a third eyelid that acts like a windshield wiper. Humans only have a vestigial one, here in the corner of Dr. Kez's eye. Now, Dr. Kezh will receive some assistance from Hod, our friendly anatomical figure. Birds, unlike humans, have no diaphragm to pull air into their lungs. Instead, they have air sacs all over the body, even in the bones, which gives them super efficient respiration. Humans make sounds with their larynx. Birds have a syrinx, which allows them to sing amazing and harmonic songs. Isn't that lovely? Birds have no teeth, but they have a highly efficient and fast metabolism. Birds lay eggs with tough shells. The embryo grows inside. Baby birds hatch by pecking their way out of the egg. Birds have 4 chambers in the heart, just like humans, but the bird heart is proportionally bigger. Birds have huge pectorals. Their flight muscles are very large, 25% of total bird weight. The old joke, bird brain, is simply not true. Birds actually have a larger brain for their size than humans, Dr. Kezh excluded. Thank you, Dr. Kezh, for a wonderful demonstration. You may return to your nest.
Now that we have covered a few fascinating characteristics of birds, you might want to know where to find these fantastic creatures. Where do birds live? The answer is, why, everywhere. Dr. Kezh. Every continent on the earth, every habitat. Birds even migrate from one continent to another. One might even say, bird is the word. We have established that birds are everywhere, but you may be asking yourself, when did these birds grace us with their presence? When did they evolve? Or not, I'm nodding your head. When did birds evolve? Birds evolved, interestingly enough, from dinosaurs. The earliest bird-like creature in fossil record is from 150 million years ago. We scientists call that MYA. German scientists discovered the Archaeopteryx. This transitional avian dinosaur had teeth, but it also had wings with real feathers, suggesting flight. Later, another more evolved creature was found in China. This more advanced avis had a toothless beak. Ironically, they named it The English meaning is bird of Confucius.
3 hours later.
Enough history, everybody wake up! While Dr. Kezh and I find birds fascinating in their own right, why are they important to plebeians such as yourselves? Why are birds important? Throughout history, birds have many purposes to human society, the least of which being nourishment. They have inspired entire industries, namely flight. Without birds, we would never have invented the aeroplane. And in order to invent this aeroplane, we had to use mathematics, physics, and chemistry, and good old-fashioned hard work. Birds are indicators of health of the environment. It brings to mind the old adage, the canary in the coal mine. Birds inspire humans to sing, to wear bright plumage. In our art, poetry, song, and even the old Hitchcock thriller, The Birds. Now, where were we? Ah yes, we have covered who is a bird, what makes a bird, where do birds live, when did birds evolve, why are birds important? The only thing left to cover is how. Birds can migrate transcontinentally. They can also migrate transcurricularly, which may or may not be a word in the dictionary. But moving on, we have already discussed and illustrated how birds can be used in science. Let us explore, albeit briefly, a few notable examples of how birds can be used in other subjects. Flight. The flight of birds connects to both physics and mathematics. Your class might even collaborate with the technical classes to build a human-scale bird nest. Literature. There's so many books incorporating birds, such as Jonathan Livingston's Seabird, To Kill a Mockingbird, and The Raven. Birds can help the reticent child express proficiency in any English standard. Yoga. I have one word for you. Migration. In social studies, bird habitats and resources are often affected by political battles. Birds are also used as political symbols both nationally and as a representation of human ideals. For example, the bald eagle versus the dove. In art and music, birds abound. There are a plethora of applications, including musical scores of bird songs and their rhythms, and the beauty and symmetry of the aviary form. Now that you all are a little bit more knowledgeable about birds, it's time to spread your wings and fly. Dr. Kezh, will you lead the way?